C-A-T. 3 small letters that opened up a world of excitement to me. I was 4, and I was learning how to read alongside my 6-year-old brother. I remember begging my mother to help me learn more words. I felt butterflies of excitement flit through my stomach when I heard the words, "We're going to the library." I would lose all track of time in the pictures, pages, and personalities of every book I could lay my hands on. The library had a checkout limit of 10 books a week, and I always skipped out with a tottering stack of books cascading out of my arms. Detective mysteries with sleuthing teenage girls like Nancy Drew, mysterious legends of faraway lands, fairy tales of noblemen and princesses in giant stone castles, historical accounts of southern slave women of the past. I would read anything I could get my hands on. The small chestnut bookshelf in my room burst forth with books new and old. While my brother and sister were glued to the TV, I sat in the corner with my stacks of books. I never found that TV captured my imagination. It was too predictable, too safe, and it was colorless. I needed to create those fantasy worlds with the exotic plants, fantastic creatures, and elaborate castles. In my world of words, I found solace in the never-ending imagination of words. Reading before bedtime was my favorite, but my mother always made me turn out the light to sleep. I took my tiny camping flashlight under the heavy afghan to continue my escapades with Harry Potter and Alice McKinney. Eventually I was discovered and flashlight confiscated for the sake of sleep. But did that stop me? No. I snaked my digital clock under the blankets to illuminate the pages with a dim green light, and I would giggle to myself about how clever I was. Reading was like water, and I couldn't live without it. My joyful love for words didn't just stop at reading. I started to write in countless diaries and journals. I whispered my hopes and dreams about cute boys and becoming famous, cried tears of sadness about my fish Henry dying, yelled my frustrations at the neighbor's baby that bit me. People would always ask what my favorite school subject was, and I always said English. And someone would always ask why. And I would say simply, because I love words. Silence always followed. No one seemed to understand the relationship I had. No one else could relate and tell me that they loved words just as much as I did. I was alone. No one else needed or loved words like I did. My mother and father always encouraged this love, and Scrabble was a family favorite, and we would sit around for hours looking up new words and spellings. And even though it was a game, I still think it instilled the need I feel to constantly learn and surround myself with words. In high school, I hated my overcrowded, rowdy public school classrooms, and whenever I had extra time, I pulled out a book to read. It was a way to distance myself from the rambunctious peers, and I remember people making fun of me for reading things that weren't assigned. Nerd, know-it-all, bookworm. I retreated further among the pages, but my relationship with reading was so strong that it didn't bother me. This is what I liked to do, and damn it, no one would ever take that away from me. It was mine. Words have given me a voice. They have made me curious, questioning. I have learned both facts and lifelong wisdoms to hold on to. I have learned about myself. My relationship with words as a reader and a writer is continuously growing, and not many people understand why I love words so much. But I love words because they're a part of me.